Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Well, I have so many recordings that are going to be going through the system, and I'm kind of happy. And I don't know about proud of myself, but I am happy that I'm still nervous because I am literally releasing all of my truth because I still kind of care about how it's going to make certain people feel, but at the same time, I'm like, for over 30 years, no one cared about how I felt. People laughed about how I felt or shrugged me to the side, called me a liar, and literally, I was abandoned to the point where I felt so empty that I tried to fulfill myself in so many different ways that was unhealthy and just messed up my mental health even more. And that allowed me to welcome in relationships that I'm disgusted by. It's like, oh, but anyway. Hello, how are you? I am the handicapable black woman, and I go by the whole thing, not broken up. So, one reason, because that somebody already paid for handicapable. But I've been using that word since high school, so part of me is just like, something to think about, but someone's already taken it, whatever. And also, I'm the full thing. I'm handicapable, I'm black, and I'm a woman. And I get torn apart, put down, and told what I can and cannot do because of the whole identity, just not one or two of the pieces. It's the whole thing, the whole package. And so that kind of brings me, because I know with some of the recordings that I've done, some part of me is like, should I redo that? Should I re-say this? I don't know. Should I edit? Like, and part of me, I was going to delete or try to go and edit, but part of me is like, no, this is my story. These are my honest truths. And some people are going to write questioning, what do I mean by this? Or, oh, am I against a certain group? Because I think I've mentioned how I went on dates with 3 different men that are on the spectrum, and how each one ended up being a nightmare. And I didn't go into specifics, but I did say that. And some people are going to say that I am against the, and I'm not. But I think I did say part of one of the stories, but how would you feel if during COVID you're talking to a gentleman who is on the spectrum and he tells you this, and you make sure he knows that you have a disability, and he's seen you, or well, video chatted and taken pictures, exchanged pictures, G-rated, don't think nasty, and it's like I texted him what my disability is so he can look it up. And I know he loves bicycling, and those are his kind of things, and he knows that I love like puzzles and I want to get into escape rooms. I want to turn that into a hobby, whatever. Blah 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 blah. But he says, "Oh, I want to take you out around your birthday." And I regret this because now every birthday I remember this awful stupid day because he picks me up and he takes me, I think we went to Taco Bell to pick up food. So, yeah, for all of the men on dating apps who, because of my standards, they say I'm stuck up and snobby. No, I'm not. Taco Bell used to be one of my favorites until I found out how much money the owner of Taco Bell donates to the Republican Party, especially Trump. No, thank you. No, thank you. I think I've had it maybe once or twice over the last 5 or 6 years. Once I found that out. Yeah. So, but anyway. So we went and then went to his place because he was gonna play. We were gonna watch a movie. But even right when he picked me up, his face changed. And I looked at him and I was like, "Is everything okay?" Because I'm like, I texted you like literally what my disability is, and I provided him links that describe what my disability is and common questions and everything. Just because I never want a guy to feel like I catfished him or tricked him into a date with me. And we literally talked for like 2 or 3 months on the phone. And he was like, "You're so beautiful. Oh my gosh. How are you single? I am so glad I got you. Oh my gosh, you're going to be my girlfriend. You're going to be mine. I want you as my lady. I'm going to brag about you." And I was like, but it's really crazy because men pretend they're okay with it because, and I get so tired of this, but men keep saying, "You're too pretty to have a disability. There's nothing wrong with you. Go on and get fixed. Go on and go to the hospital and make the doctors make you normal. Make me normal." So anyway, I already felt a little odd or whatever, like, cause and second guessing, but we got to the house and he picked a movie. He laid the food next to me, but then all of a sudden he was busy. He had to get up and do something. And he played one of the worst movies. I was like, "Okay, did you play this movie because I'm black?" Because I don't know. I was like, is it like, did he not know I was black? Or I think it was a disability, but I think it was partially because I'm black too. Because then he chose one of the stupidest movies to play on a date. And I don't want to say which movie because I don't want the main actor or whatever. Like, I know he'll never listen to this, but I mean, and it's like, it's a silly movie, but to me, it's one of those movies where, okay, I'm at home, I'll do some laundry, I'll watch it, I'm chilling or whatever. And just kind of one of those movies. It's not like one where I'm like, "Oh my gosh, okay, I'm engaged. I want to focus on this movie." No, none of that. No. But anyway, literally the entire movie, he is going around the house doing stuff. His dad comes over. He goes outside, and next thing I know, they're moving stuff out of a vehicle. And I'm just like, why in the world did you beg for me to hang out today? Why? Like, because literally, I kept saying, "Oh, I mean, we don't have to hang out. It's okay." Like, you don't understand. Like, he, like, sold to me that he just wanted to finally hang out with me and see if we can finally make it official that day. And so, and I thought that, like, yes, it's like some people are like, "Oh, it's too quick, too soon, whatever." Well, yeah, I'm not getting any. Well, this is before I retired from dating, but I was like, I'm not getting any younger, and I want to adopt and foster, and I do want to see if I can have 1 or 2 kids on my own, even though a lot of especially Christian and Republican people tell me I should be so glad I don't have kids because at least I'm not risking spreading my DNA to the point where they won't be able to walk too. Yeah, but people say, "Oh, there's no Christian trauma." Anyways, yes, I keep hopping back and forth, but remember, my YouTube channel is as messy as my life, so get over it. Yay. Anyways, sorry. It's been a really long year. But anyway, so he finally sits down right before the credits, the ending credits. And I'm just like, "So what was the point?" And I thought, okay, maybe he might play another movie or something, or maybe we'll talk. No, as soon as that finished playing, as soon, "Okay, yeah, let's go. Like, let me take you back home." So I got cute. I got my outfit, got my makeup. I was all cute. Did all that to get into a vehicle, to pick up some fast food, to go to your house to eat alone on a stranger's couch, an uncomfortable couch, by myself, watching a movie I would have never picked on my own. just to be taken back home. And oh, during the entire car ride, during the entire car ride, including getting into the driveway, in my driveway, he is telling me, you have no reason to be out in public. You have no reason to find a job. Just stay at home. Try to find any way to get on and to look at or stay on. And because I found some resources for like my disability, but yeah, he told me I have no reason to be out in public. This is someone who has a disability too. And he's telling me I have no reason to be out in public because mine is visible. And oh, also to get into his house, he has no handrails and his stair is very high up. But he knew I have a walker, and I told him I would need. I asked him, "How easy is it to get into your house?" And I guess because he's autistic or he's on the spectrum, he told me it's very easy. It's no problem. You'll be able to do it by yourself, no problem. And I'm like, so I know he didn't click on the links I gave him. I know he didn't look up my disability. I'm confused. I'm a little hurt. Like, not a little, I was really hurt because I'm like, for 2 to 3 months, every single day, he would text me throughout the entire day about how wonderful and beautiful. And yes, like, I know it's love bombing, but I didn't really realize that. Like, I didn't realize it until, mm, I think early, no, late 2022 was when I was finally able to make everything click. Cause I knew love bombing, but I didn't get why. I didn't understand it, and I didn't know why I gravitated to it until late 2022. But yes, the entire car ride, he is telling me that I should just stay at home, that I should not be in public, that I shouldn't have to ruin other people's lives by being outside. He is saying this the entire car ride. And I am holding back tears. I am squeezing the handrail in the car. And I'm just like, okay, I don't even care if you get pulled over. Speed, speed, speed. Go to my house as fast as you can. And he pretended and lied that, oh, one reason he said that he needs to take me home is because he had a stomach ache. Oh no, the stomach ache was me. I was the stomach ache. And even after he dropped me off, like later on, I just texted him, does your stomach feel better? I knew he was lying, but I had to at least play along with his lie. And he thanked me for asking, but hardly ever, like 2 or 3 text messages here and there. But it's like I at least wanted to make sure he knew that I'm at least going, like, I'm not just gonna ghost you. I'm not gonna just treat you like the trash you treated me. He probably treats his trash better than no, he does treat his trash better than he treated me. And just because I have a disability, and see, that's the thing. He has a disability too. His is not visible. His is not visible, so he thinks he has the power to be out in public and enjoy the public and enjoy the world because his is not visible. And it's not fair because it's like, it's just really annoying and frustrating. And then a second guy who, because yeah, it's like And some people are like, why did you start dating guys that were on the spectrum? Well, everyone kept telling me that a man without a disability would never want to be with me. So I need to narrow down, or I need to lower my standards and date a man with a disability. And so I used to be like, lower my standards. It's like, okay, lower my standards is different than date men with disabilities. So yeah, they told me lower my standards, but I knew what they really meant, and I was like, okay. So I was like, you mean date someone with a disability like me? So because basically you're saying men won't lower their standards for me to be with me. I'm a lowering of standards. No, no, no. Oh no. No, that's exact, because it's really funny, because once I make them realize that them telling me that I have to lower my standards is showing me that they're thinking that I am a lower standard. But there was another gentleman, younger, and it's funny, I haven't heard from him in a while. But he was only like, he would even brag, or even he had no problem letting me know that the like he said I was beautiful and everything, but he was attracted to me because I'm into politics and I'm smart. And but at the same time, um in order to be his girlfriend, you have to sleep with him at least 2 to 3 times as a tryout, because he has to make sure you're worth it, or and worthy of the bedroom with him. And I'm like, a tryout? This isn't cheerleading. Like, what? Tryout? And he kept saying, yeah, but it's like, I really want it to be you. And it's like, yeah, so I could pick you up. We can go to a motel room. And yeah, we could just, it's like, it'll have to be a couple times, 'cause I have to make sure, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, that was the second time. So, third time was not a charm. But I know I left the last episode talking about Scott and how he treated me. Just because I worked promotional modeling. Just because I worked promotional modeling, he acted like, oh, I must be some kind of garden hoe and all this other mess. And it's like I said in the other episode, I worked a lot of kids promos. Those are my favorites. Like with Sesame Street, and with the toys and video games and things like that. But he would just tear me down and put me down and try to tell me what I was allowed or not allowed to do. And to the point where he told me that either it was promotional modeling or him. And I think he just thought he was going to be such a big man with trying to like do that to me and make me choose. And at the same time, I think he thought that I thought he was all that, or he thought that for sure I'm going to drop my work that I was trying to do in order to branch off into the career I wanted. Like, man, bye. These boys, these men, it's like, I've already had, like, he didn't know. I've already had enough men tell me what I am and am not allowed to do. I've already had enough. And this was just like starting, like, or graduating college. I think I just started my master's when I met him. But by then, I've already, like, especially black men, I had so, like, and that was, I think, one reason why, like, I was nervous dating outside my race, because my parents were just like, nope, nope, nope. They're from my family. My parents are from Alabama. They went through segregation. Their classmates had, like, their houses were bombed by the hate groups, because they were mad. They were telling them, don't you go to our schools. If you go to our schools, we're going to dot, dot, dot. And they did it. So yeah, my parents are just like, no, be careful, don't do that. They're like, their parents are, if they're our age, then dot dot dot. So, but I kept running into guys who, you're too white, you're too proper, you're too like just your skin's too light. Did the milkman come over? What's wrong with your skin? Or, oh, I don't want to walk around with a woman that walks like you. You're just the R word or the handicap word. Like, okay, retard basically is what they would say. So many black men too. Like sometimes I'm just like, I know what, like, okay, I know I'm not running for president or anything like that, but I know, like, with a lot of the stuff Kamala Harris is going through, I understand because, like, it's really crazy and funny how black men are like, oh, you're our princess, you're our queens, and oh no, it's not unless we're trying to achieve stuff, not unless we're fighting for our right to be able to either start our own business or take a stand or run for president or anything, like anything in between or whatever. Go to college, get a degree with certification trade or whatever. No, 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 and no. And so when he asked me out or he gave me his number while I was working at the zoo, I took it. But then I realized, oh, he's trying to control my life. And so I told him, I'm working a, like something that I'm hoping will spark my career. And he hated that. He didn't, that wasn't going to be, no, he wasn't tolerating that. And his mother was like, don't you break up with her. It's like, and she was like, she invited you to her work. If you're too, like, if you, it's like, if you don't want to go to her work, but you're judging her. But he wasn't having it. And so he told me, okay, so then we're breaking up then. And I think he thought I was going to beg for him. I think he thought I was going to beg for him. Now that's one thing I'm never going to do, and that's one reason why with Miss Lockakey, Mrs. whatever, part of me was just like, for a man who had to put a knife to his wrist to date me, for a man to have to steal my license, social security card, and property out of my purse for me to come over to his house, for a man to threaten to punch more holes in his house walls, for like, you think I'm gonna beg for him? You think I'm gonna beg for him? Bless her heart. But anyway, so he was like, okay, it's over. And I think he was still waiting for me to be like, no, no, take me back, no. No. I was like, okay, bet. I'll be at your house. I was like, please put my stuff in a bag, because there was a couple nights where I was at his house and we hung out, and I think I forgot a couple items here and there, whatever. So I was like, yeah, I'll grab my, like, put my stuff in a bag, bring it out, good. So I think he was really shocked when I drove up to the house right around that time. I texted him. He came and I opened the window. He didn't even say hello. He just threw the bag in there. And I was just like, okay, bet. And I started driving away. He was like, what? You're not even gonna. And oh, I kept going. I'm like, I don't even care. Like, no. No, 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 no. Boo boo. You don't get to control this. You broke up with me. You're trying to tell me what I can and cannot do with my life. And then later in life, on Facebook, I think I blocked him on Facebook too. I think so. Pretty sure I did. But anyways, he's writing me, oh, well, can you give me another chance? And I see you're starting to do some amazing things with your life. And I was really naive. It's my fault. And I was like, but I'm dating a black woman now, but I would leave her for you. I would leave her for you. See, I'm not like Mrs. Laka Key. No, 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 no. No. And I don't, or Mr. No, yeah, because I know Mr. No Heart with their divorce. Yeah, let's just say I got some stories on them. Oh, and Mrs. No Heart, just know that your husband still looks you up on Facebook. He has another account so that you won't be able to block him. Yeah, it's really sad how many times I would be sitting on his bed or laying on his bed working on my projects and doing research for the businesses I want to start, but in between of him playing video games, he goes onto Facebook through this extra account in order to look you up so we can see what you're up to, look at your images and everything like that. So I just think you would like to know. You're welcome. Even though I know you don't like me, and since I know you told your daughters once Trump was going to be president like 2016 or whatever, you were going to buy me as a slave and beat me until I am eliminated from this earth. But I just thought, you would like to know, woman to woman, right? But anyway, and I also want my audience to know. I know a lot of people are like, oh, her life isn't that hard. She didn't go through much. Oh, she's doing A, B. Like, nah. Um, I'm letting all the trash out. I'm saying it all. I don't even. The way people mistreated me and the way people put me down. And oh, Mr. Scott, you try to beg for me back, or okay, maybe not even beg, but oh yeah, you were you said you were going to leave your current black girlfriend for me, and how your grandfather got diagnosed with cancer, and I don't know, it was just a lot of information, and to the point where I'm like, why are you telling me all this? Why are you telling me? Like, you dropped me because oh yeah, the promotional modeling, but also grad school. He said I was wasting money and that I was not going to finish. That was the other thing. But not only did I finish, but then I went back for another. See, I went back for seconds. So, but thank you for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. And get ready because I am working on more of my children's books and activity books and my greeting cards and my first, second, and third novels or series of novels. Actually, the fourth and fifth one too. But no, it's like I'm only drafting like ideas for the fourth and fifth because part of me is just like, okay, I don't even have one out yet. So let me at least let Abby's story out and try to get like some of the extras out because candles and yeah, I'm a very creative person, but I'm only one person. And but at the same time, I'm very stubborn and petty because all of my haters who told me I would never be able to do all of this stuff, and then I'm a perfectionist, kind of like over the last couple of years I kind of gave up with being a perfectionist because there was a time where doctors, when my walking wasn't getting any better, they were like, well, maybe she has cancer. You're gonna say that in the room with me in it, scaring me right after I just had major surgery. Now you're gonna tell like So part of me was just like, I just have to get this published. I need to be, if I'm going to leave this earth, I at least need to leave this earth being an author, having the title that I've always wanted, having the title that my mother and so many other people were determined for me to never be. I need to at least get my hands on that. And so I did, but there's going to be some changes. So, but much love. Stick with your goals. Don't let people tell you what you can and cannot do. Love yourself. Love yourself. Bye.